A common question is placement of trail cameras, and for me this varies a lot on season. It's early season right now, middle of summer, so obviously food plots aren't there, egg fields aren't going, bucks aren't chasing, so what's the number one thing that I set my trail cameras up over? That's water. I live in Michigan, and Michigan is a no bait state, which also means that I can't put mineral out in the spring. So a water hole or a water source is a great spot to be able to place your trail camera and get an inventory of what the bucks are in your hunting area. Now, I also do a lot of hunting in Kentucky, which is a bait state, which allows me to put mineral out on my farms there. So in Kentucky, what I do is I set trail cameras out over the mineral sites and also over the water holes, just to be able to get an inventory in the summer of what bucks are in the area. As the season progresses and moves from summer into fall, I'll move my trail cameras from the water or mineral sites and transition them into a food source. Generally, I don't start on a food source to where I'm going to hunt, because again, I just want to get a general idea of where a target buck or where the bachelor groups of deer have moved to before I transition into my hunting set. So generally I'll set over big egg fields on a corner to where those deer kind of funnel in, or on my food plots to where the mass majority of the deer kind of funnel in, specifically just trying to target where the deer are moving as a whole. Now, as the fall progresses, I'll move those trail cameras again, focusing in on what I call this is to the kill phase, right? I'm moving my trail cameras into an area that I'm eventually going to set a stand or have a stand set. Now, I'm a big believer in using a cell cam. Cabela's just came out with a new cell cam, ultra affordable, great quality camera. Got one of them set right here. These are what I'm going to use this fall. And the reason I like a cell cam versus a traditional trail camera that takes pics and you got to move in on, there are two reasons. One, when I set that cell cam, I don't have to go in on it very often, so I don't have to disturb the area. If you set up over a food plot, the last thing you want to do is have to go in there every couple of days to check a camera. When you can use that cell camera, just send it right to your phone. Now also, when it sends right to your phone, it's better because I can start to see when those deer are coming into the area, particularly if you have a target buck. If that buck is starting to become regular, showing during daylight, maybe in the morning or the afternoon, it gives you a good idea when you can get into that stand uninterrupted without having to go in there and check that camera and get a good chance to be able to hunt that deer successfully. Say if you're still hunting late season, I'm going to take that trail camera and move it again, because generally your deer have moved off smaller food areas and moved to larger areas or moved into thicker cover. So I'm going to take those trail cameras late season and go over the late season food source. And also I'm going to slide a couple of the cameras in areas that hold thermal cover and allow them to stay a little bit warmer. I'll move my trail cameras in and around these areas just so I know what's on the property and in the area that I'm hunting. Some of the key actual placements, it doesn't matter if it's early season, you're looking to go over mineral or water, or going after a food source, some of the common things that I tell everybody you gotta do. Now, one, make sure you don't set that camera up to where you're gonna have it be in the sunrise or sunset. The last thing you want is blurred out pictures. We've all seen them. Man, that looks like a good deer, no idea what it is, right? That's just gonna be frustrating. Make sure your camera sets aren't affected by sunrise or sunset so that sun doesn't affect the pictures. The other one, you wanna make sure that area is cleared in front, you don't have any brush or anything like that, just so you don't get a whole bunch of pictures of nothing. That's a key one. The other one is height. What's the perfect height to hang a camera? You don't want it to come low or high because sometimes it distorts what that deer actually is. I like a good, probably mid-chest level, just so you get a great picture of what that deer is. If you guys are looking for a great cell cam, make sure to check out Cabela's. Super affordable, high quality.